Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The second-year man, Cam Little, has the honors. And off we go from Jacksonville. And a decent return there. We'll get this up just shy of the 30. So the Panthers led out by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Shaky rookie year, but the back end of his second year, Greg, very effective for the man who was the #1 overall pick out of Alabama in 2023.
When he was taken as the first overall pick in the draft a couple years ago, Mike, certainly was not because of his physical stature. It was because of his mind. It was because of his processing ability. It was because of all the intangibles that they believed they saw in his days coming out of Alabama. Now, he's got some experience under his belt from a rookie year that had its ups and downs. He has all the talent in the world. Now he's got to go out and just capture it and make it happen. This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense, and boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
A second down throw for Young. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Eric Armstead in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up third down.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
This opening drive not going as scripted. It is third and long. Out of the shotgun, Young. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game? They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and they're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. So here come the Jaguars, and Greg, it brings out Trevor Lawrence. Many ups and downs in his first 4 seasons. Now year 5 for the former #1 overall pick out of Clemson.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill it.
12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Now Lawrence on the bootleg. That's complete. He finds Brian Thomas. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive.
First and 10.
Nice play design here by the offensive coordinator. His ability to get the quarterback outside the pocket, take some stress off the protection. By the time he reaches the launch point, the receiver's running wide open downfield, and he puts the ball right on the money.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
That's good for another Jacksonville first and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
In motion comes Thomas. On first down, Lawrence. He finds De'Ami Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup of 5.
Out of bounds at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They motion the slot man left. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on 3rd down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
So it is 4th down, and that'll bring on Cam Little for this Jaguars field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. On the return, here's Trevor Etienne. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Panthers offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Young. That one taken in by Ted McMillan. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
It's a gain of 20.
An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width. Not enough depth, and a quarterback like this has got to take advantage.
And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end, Mike, kind of patrolling that center field safety position, but this time he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
That one's hauled in left side by McMillan. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 7. Throwing is Young. Back into the hands of Hubbard. And he's going to have the 1st down, but they do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards.
Still 3rd down.
The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. To throw is Young. He'll throw complete to Chuba Hubbard. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, It's beyond the sticks.
Here's Sam Martin now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Jags offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They had the field goal on the opening drive to take the early lead, see if they can improve on it here. 3-0 is our score, and it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And he's back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Jaguars on top. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. The Jaguars with the ball as quarter number 2 begins, as they come up to face 3rd and 5. Lawrence. Now a screen set up for Etienne. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A big play for Jacksonville to gain of 43 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Finding space at the 15. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. It is a gain of 23 yards. And now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal.
Really nice job getting this ball out to the edge. And then once he's able to get clear of the D-line, get vertical and accelerate down the sideline. That's a great run. He's forced out of bounds, but not before setting up 1st and goal. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
2nd and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. Get it in the hands of Hunter coming around.
Great job by the defense seeing this jet sweep unfold. They're able to get right to the point of contact and take this guy down for a loss.
So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Lawrence. That one taken in. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars are out to a 10-0 lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. The Panthers offense about ready to take over once more. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Young. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Chuba Hubbard, the man he was looking for. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide-angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Here's their punter now, as he is on to punt for Carolina. A fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early, and they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. Took that one outside, waiting for a cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the catch.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
At the 45-yard line.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Travis Etienne that time. It's second down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Large snap on second down. Man, it's Thomas. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up third down.
You don't need much. It is third and inches. They'll run the sneak. And he's going to have a Jags first down, at least at first glance. They'll spot the football just beyond the marker and find a way to convert on third and inches. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. After this timeout, here's first and 10. Here's a designed run. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
You saw the guard take a pass set, Mike. He's hoping that defensive tackle just races up the field trying to sack the quarterback, and then you just hand the ball off to your back on a draw. In this case, the defensive tackle does a great job going from pass to run, and he's able to take the back down for a loss.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
We spent so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make. And, of course, that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on third down, and give yourself a chance.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Throwing is Lawrence. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. To the end zone. It's intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Panthers' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Young. He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. The Panthers will take their first timeout, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Here's second and 2. Now Young. Short throw there, pulled in by Evans. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. To throw, Young. To the right side, he finds McMillan. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break.
At the 39-yard line.
Second down, they need 3. Tremble comes in motion. On on second down. Young. Looking left side, his tight end Tremble. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And a Panther first down.
Now Young. They'll set up the screen here to Hubbard. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
He'll step up and run, and he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with first down. Pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. P.J. Wanham, he's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
I really like this response here to start the second half. You have to imagine they went into halftime finding themselves down by 2 scores. They needed to stop and get the ball back to their offense, and that sack's going to go a long way towards it.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackles behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, not a great start to this drive offensively. You take the sack on first down, and you're thinking, all right, let's go to the ground game. Let's pick up some of the lost yardage. But then you take a loss again, and now it sets up 3rd and real long, and you find yourself in a tough spot.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. Open right side. That strains the tight end. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. The Panthers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Back to throw. Young. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Young. That's taken in by McMillan. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's a Carolina first down. Tremble comes in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Young. Moving to his left. Off he goes. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On play action, Young. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
Back to the right, caught by Sanders. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
This one's just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Hunter Renfro was the intended target that time. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Begins with a carry from ETN. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23.
The tackle by Tershawn Wharton. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. Wide on the RPO, and he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a loose set of downs. He picked up the first down.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Lawrence now to throw on first down, and they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 11 yards on the pass there. First down, Jacksonville.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and That was a good one there.
That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
For another Jaguars. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Fourth quarter now, and it'll begin with a run by Etienne. He did a nice job skipping away from one tackle, then going forward, gain of 5. It'll be second down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
And it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So anytime you find yourself in third and long, it's hard to really be unpredictable as a play caller because the defense knows it's most likely going to be a pass. They understand where the down and distance markers are, and there's really nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he has to throw it away.
A 42-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jaguars will open up a 13-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So, after the field goal, back out is Little to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
And the Panther first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He'll try and get there on the ground. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
At the 47-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Carolina.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. And he's going to be close to another first down as he's forced out just shy of the marker.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Out of the shotgun, Young. He's going to run it. And he will score. Game on. Bryce Young. Touchdown, Panthers. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Panthers are on the board. It's now 13-7.
Panthers 7.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Bigsby to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready for this next possession. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. On the toss here to Etienne. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
On 2nd down, here's Etienne. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. First and 10 now from the 36. Once again, it's Etienne. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Left side, caught by Hunter. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And that ball went in too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. De'Ami Brown was the one he was looking for. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
So, after the field goal, back out is Little to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young set for their next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go. And he's turned a number of those into big plays. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. That's Hunter Renfrow. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. The Panthers will take their first timeout. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Here's Young to throw. That one taken in right side by Leggett. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set down. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their 2nd. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, you have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. Here's the pistol snap to Young. That's into the hands of McMillan on the slap.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 14-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. To throw is Young. He's got it at the 3. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
And with that late score, it's going to give them a little bit of late life here, Mike. But remember, the next series of events is very unlikely. They need to get the onside kick and then likely a Hail Mary situation. So while they definitely have a little bit of a chance, I think it's pretty slim.
Fitzgerald now for the extra point. His kick is good. Panthers will cut it to a 2-point lead.
Jaguars 16, Panthers 14.
In need of a recovery and a quick field goal. Here comes the onside kick.
Illegal touching. Offense.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So shout to Duval here in Duval County, Florida. It is a win for the Jaguars. It was a game that hung in the balance much of the way, but they're able to come away with a 2-point victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Jaguars are the winners here at home as we say so long from Jacksonville.